Greetings.
Hello, everyone.
It's us.
We're back again with more sorcery.
Yeah. So tonight we got some decks. We got
Provided I can maintain connection through Tabletop Simulator for this.
Tabletop Simulator was being a little uncooperative as we were trying to start the stream up, but yeah, hopefully that it's done for. All right, Elementalist. I'm going to play Elementalist. This deck I actually got from the Curiosa.io page. It was created by a community member, Zalem, who I believe is very active on the Sorcery Discord. They've been doing a lot of playtesting, so I saw their name and then they made a deck, so I wanted to try it out, and I wanted to try out Elementalist since we hadn't played Elementalist yet on stream. And then Nathan built a Enchantress deck, and Enchantress is going to be the how does this work character, I think, or
so
avatar.
I did cut some of the more questionable interactions.
Okay.
So I cut Atlantean Fate from here. I was initially going to do kind of like an Enchantress. You make auras that would like flood sites, and then when you make them creatures, you could like move those into like the opponent's territory to extend the body of water.
Okay.
But I think that's a little bit clunky, and it's probably kind of too cutesy to try to pull off. So I've gone with like a spirit theme instead, because the evil presence aura, when you use it, it goes back to your hand. So that provides you a recurring source of an aura that you can conjure to animate your other auras.
I like that. So, I like the aura anyway. It seems really powerful.
Yeah, it is powerful. And there's a lot of spirits in air already, but there's a couple of spirits like Ghost Ship and Water that I think can take advantage of it.
I didn't know Ghost Ship was spirit. That's cool.
Yeah, so I think some of the types changed. When I was looking through stuff, there was some more standardization across type. So that's probably one of those. Oh, I just got disconnected from Steam again. I can't even finish my explanation before getting kicked to the curb. So,
no good.
Is it a thing where I wonder? So we've got a tech support stream on in the works. So I wonder, is it because I'm not active enough? Is that what's happening? Like I stopped using cards and stuff.
I don't think there's any sort of timeouts of activity in TTS. No, and if there is, it's not like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's giving me 0 out of 0 games online.
Is your Steam connected?
Steam, like let's check. I mean, I see you. So this is the issue that I had before. It shows that you're in game, and it shows 2 of 2 people in the game. So I'm wondering
because I see me and I see 1 of 2.
1 of 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Steam.
I wonder if I can join from. Or if I can join from Steam. We'll try that.
Okay.
I'll see if that just lets me connect again. Okay, that maybe is letting me connect.
Maybe like
forces I wonder if I get the error that I get now.
Yeah. Well, you're in the game.
Okay. Back in. All right. Well, it may be ugly. I may get kicked a bunch of times, but we'll see.
All right. Well, so yeah, my Elementalist deck is going to be air and fire, and I think it tries to use Doomsday Prophet to get big. Like you drop Doomsday Prophet, you get a free burn spell that does like crap tons of damage. So
yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's try it. Hopefully, it's not too rocky.
All right, shuffle up.
4.
6. All right, so I'm going first. 3 from the Atlas. 3 from the spell book. All right, we can kick stuff to the bottom.
Yeah.
Does that include sites?
It does.
Okay.
I just feel like I want to keep this. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna mulligan all 3. Do I want to get rid of a site as well? If I don't mulligan a site, I have to like draw a site. I think I want to. Is it worth mulliganing? I think it may be worth mulliganing all 3 sites. So.
So the one I grabbed is from Curioso. That was a deck that was created by Zalem. I want to give him credit for making this deck. I did not make it. So if it's totally awesome, you know why. And then Nathan built his Enchantress deck.
Justin did make it, yeah.
I want to be very clear that I did not build this deck, and that's why it's probably going to function in some way. Unlike the deck I built last week.
Yeah, unlike the Death Speaker.
Yeah.
I'll put the URL for the deck that I built. This is I don't think this is a final product, but I think this is a first draft here.
I'll find the one for mine too. Let's see.
But yeah, there's the URL for it. Okay, so I full mulligan, draw, and draw. I wonder the deck is functioning. He said, maintaining a straight face.
All right, we good?
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Tap an Enchantress, playing a Spring River, which will allow me to look at the top card, and that's Alt Shift to look, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll put that card on the bottom. Okay, that's my turn.
I'm gonna draw a spell. Okay, I'm gonna play. I have 15-degree rotation. I gotta change that real quick. All right, I will tap to play. Let's play this Arid Desert. Oh, I do have to do a damage to myself.
Classic. Classic desert problem.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It's somewhat thematic, right?
Yeah, I think the evil presence gives you a recurring source, right? Originally, what I wanted to, when I looked up Enchantress, what I wanted to do, I'm guessing Justin's done. If he's not, he can come back and play a spell. Eddie's bouncing off the walls down there. Okay, I'm gonna draw a site. Okay, I am going to play the Gothic Tower. Alright, and this gives me 1 mana this turn. So I have 2 mana, 3 mana with the tower. I guess I'm going to play the Scroll Collector down here. And he looks at the top 3. And then
that's actually pretty legit. I like that.
Yeah, so the reason I built the deck was Wall of Air and Wall of Ice. And I wanted the filtering to make sure that I never have more than just one of them in my hand.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So, all right. Oh, okay. So, one on top and the rest on bottom. Well, that one has to go on top. We'll put this one on top of that one. All right. That'll go there. This will go to my hand. Okay. And that is my turn. No, that doesn't go to my hand. That goes to the top of my deck. JK, I was about to cheat there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna try this turn start button and see what happens. Okay, I readied my character. I guess it gave me. It didn't do my threshold, but whatever. It almost worked. I thought about working. All right, I'm gonna draw a spell. Okay, and then I'm gonna tap to play a site. We're gonna play this Gothic Tower. So I'll get a mana this turn. So I have 3 mana. I'm gonna play Apprentice Wizard and draw a spell. And then I can use the Elementalist ability. So whenever you cast your first elemental spell, each turn your next spell of lower cost and different elements cost 0 mana this turn. So I will play free Firebolts. So I'll shoot some Firebolts this direction. So 1 damage there, and then 1 damage twice to your Enchantress.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right, I'm going to ready. I am going to draw a location. Okay. I'm going to tap the Enchantress. We're going to play the Spring River here. Which is going to let me look at the top card of my spell book. We're actually just going to keep it there, I think. Oh, I think I screwed this up. Yeah, they were excited for this game too, Soul of Aeons.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, I think this was a mistake to draw this land. I should have drawn the card on top of my deck.
Because you knew what it was.
Yeah, since I knew what it was. So that's fine. I'll just play that land for now, and I am going to play Vril Revenant. I'm going to Void Walk it over here.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to draw a card from Atlas. All right. Untap. Vril Revenant, Well, this Apprentice Wizard is going to go punch this tower for 1.
Okay. Punched.
I'm going to exhaust to play a site. So we're going to play this River of Flame. It's a fire spellcaster, which is pretty dope. And then I'm going to play this Apprentice Wizard. With my 3 mana, I'll draw a spell. And then I can play a free thing. I think I do. This spellcaster's gonna cast Firebolts. Blah, 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 blah,
okay.
And 3 into your. All right, I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna draw from my deck. All right, so we're gonna. So I've got 3 mana, so I'm gonna play this Abundance. This was the card. So I mulliganed aggressively to try to find the right threshold, and I need 2 air thresholds, so that's why I haven't really played much stuff.
Yeah.
But last turn, instead of drawing the location, I could have drawn this Abundance and played it to double my threshold for the Gothic Tower, which would make me basically secure then. So, all right. Well, anyway, so the Abundance is here. So it's at the threshold, so it's right here between these 2 locations, and it
would be like there, so we're not touching that corner.
That's fine. And to go there, and then I'm going to use the Enchantress to play a location. I am going to play Summer River, which is going to let me look at the top card of my deck. And we'll leave that right there.
So when you played Abundance, you could have used Enchantress to make it a creature, but it doesn't really have an effect since it's got Summoning Sickness.
Yes, and it stays there till the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do anything there. So I don't think there's a reason for me to make it a creature. So all right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a spell. Nope, this guy's here. We're going to have this guy punch this site.
Okay.
We're going to have this guy punch the site he's on. We're going to tap to play a site. Gothic Tower. And I still have 5 mana. I'll have the spellcaster cast a fireball at your Enchantress for 4. And then I'll play a free lightning bolt. on your Enchantress.
Okay.
And I'm done.
All right, my turn. I am going to untap. I'm going to draw from my spell book.
Yeah, I'll just have to get in the habit of hitting the turn start button.
I'm going to tap the Enchantress to play Autumn River here, I think. So I'm going to look at the top card of my deck. We're going to put that on the bottom, I think. Okay, and then I am going to summon Wall of Ice here. It must be conjured on the border of one of your sites. So I think it's conjured on like the top border up here.
So it'd be like there.
Yeah, but it's not on both of those sites. I think it's on this site. And
Are you sure? I thought border was like, what is this?
Border
intersection border.
Maybe look it up. This is I'm playing Enchantress so that we know the rules for Enchantress.
I don't think a border is defined in the rule book. I can't look though.
Yeah. Border. So Abundance says intersection, and auras affect 4 squares by default unless their text tells you they affect differently, right? So intersection is 2 sites. Borders would be like one of the edges of it. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, but all right. So this also lets me go through my deck for spellbook, hand or spellbook for up to 2 copies of Wall of Ice and connect them. I'm assuming connect means adjacent sites, or is it on this site itself?
I think border is actually interchangeable for intersection because this it says some specify the border between 2 or even a single location, and then adjacent is here or sharing a border, occupying multiple sites. If it makes sense to do so, this minion should be placed at the intersection, parentheses, or border of the sites they occupy. So I think it's played on the between space.
Okay. All right.
Well, I think the border is actually the line between them, not necessarily occupying both, but I think it's like played there.
All right, so I'm gonna go get other 2. So connection. So does that mean I put them on the same location,
I think
or
you
can
put
I
them
put
like
them?
These borders would be where they
These
were.
borders.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Now, you'll notice this Wall of Ice stops projectiles, stops your cowardly fire mages from pelting me with
wizards in your territory.
rocks. So I'm going to make my Abundance a creature, and it's going to fight this Apprentice Wizard.
Okay.
Okay. And it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to hit this turn start button. Oh, yeah. I'm going to draw a spell. Ooh. Oh, okay. We'll go punch this site for 1. I'm gonna play Pact with the Devil. Sacrifice the caster, lose half your life rounding up if you do draw 3 cards. So I'll have this Apprentice Wizard die, and then draw 3. Then I can play a free spell that is Lightning. So I'll blink. Teleport now to a site near them. So I'll teleport over to here, and then draw a card. Draw a spell. Interesting. I am gonna tap Elementalist and draw a site. And I'm done.
Okay. I am going to draw from my spell book.
The shuffler is fine. Yeah, that's Tabletop Simulator probably has a questionable shuffling algorithm.
Okay. I am going to blink. I've got 7 mana because of abundance. So this 5. 5 sites, and then abundance doubles the sites, so 6, 7. I'm gonna blink my Enchantress to here, I guess, and draw. I guess I'm gonna move my Vril Remnant over here. If I had realized you had no sites last turn, I would have moved my Vril Remnant up.
Just scared of like desert
yeah,
kill.
I'm trying to play around desert, right? That's why that's why I left it at least a space away.
Yeah.
So, because the thing is, you can play the desert underneath the Vril Revenant, and then and then choose itself, right? So that's why I was trying to keep it safe. But whatever, I'll move it up now. If you want to desert my Vril Remnant, then so be it.
Okay.
I am going to blink, teleport an ally to a site near them. Can I target my Vril Revenant from the void?
It's an ally. It's not targeting it
to a site near them, right?
So it would have to be one of these 3 or 1 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll teleport it back there, and I'll draw. I've got 3 mana left. Okay, and then I will pump the Revenant for. I guess. I could have teleported it first and then attacked, but
is it to a site though? Because it was here, so it had to have been to there. If you teleported it. Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, so I couldn't have gotten it to one of your locations. Okay, but that's fine. The Vril Revenant is back there. I will play a Vril Revenant here. Okay, and it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to draw a spell. Ground minions.
Yes, your avatar can walk across.
Okay. I'm out. Let's go. I'm punching the Spring River for 1.
Yeah.
We're going to Firebolts you.
Okay, I'm at death's door. Oh, I guess I could have used my Enchantress. I've played not great this game. I would describe my performance as poor this game.
Then I'm gonna blink to here. Beep. I'll draw 1. Oh. So it's 3 mana. So we got 1 mana left. I'm done.
The thing is, I've been a turn behind this game because of that abundance misplay.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I think that abundance misplay and then not moving my Vril Revenant, I think the game would look closer than it actually is. I'm just gonna die to some random ass burn spell next turn. But all right, so I'm gonna draw from the spell book. Yeah, okay, so I am going to play Wall of Air. And I'm going to go get my other walls.
Airborne minions with... Oh. Jeez.
Okay. And that's going to animate... I'm going to animate this wall of ice, and then this abundance.
You can have, oh, because you played 3 things. Oh,
Yeah, I conjured 3.
I see. Yeah.
All right. So animate those 3. This abundance is going to punch your elementalist for 3. This wall of ice is going to punch your sight for 3.
It's 4,
this
right?
wall of ice is going to punch. Oh, sorry, 4. Yeah. So this wall of ice is going to punch your river of flame for 4. And then that was, I had 7 mana. So I've got 3 left. So this Vril Remnant's going to pump for 3 and then punch your sight for 3. Yeah. So like I said, I'm a turn behind.
Yeah.
Right. I think I would be in much better shape if I gotten some damage in last turn with this Vril Revenant. I'd be a lot better. Okay, and then my Enchantress, it just dies. I think I'll draw a location.
Yeah, I do hope that the wall thing that you're doing with, like, I hope that does count as conjuring. I'm not sure if it does or not.
So,
right?
Yeah, it says it must be conjured, and then when you do, search your hand deck or spell bar for up to 2 copies and connect them. So in my head, you're conjuring 3 different auras.
Yeah, I would like to know. But yeah, I like the interaction with being able to do that in Enchantress.
Yeah, if it works that way, you get like a huge attack.
Yeah.
You're
limited to how many you get in a game, right? Because you can only have so many walls in your deck, and you're putting them all in the battlefield.
Correct. Yes. There's a third wall of fire. That it requires double fire. It requires double fire threshold, and this deck, as you can tell, is already struggling with threshold.
Yeah.
But okay. Well, anyway, there you go. That's that. And it's your turn. Play your burn spell and kill me.
Okay. I'll draw a spell. I'll play this lightning bolt.
Yeah. Okay. I die.
All right,
let's run that back.
Yeah.
I horribly misplayed. There's a lot of like moving parts in this. That's also why I've got so much filtering in the deck, is because I think you want both walls. You want one of each wall, but you don't want to draw any more of the other walls, because you end up. I'm missing a site here. 40, 20. Okay. Yeah, we'll run that back.
Shuffling.
And I think if I had played the abundance in turn 3, then I would have had the walls out on my turn 4. And I don't take nearly as much damage because you got a bunch of free fire bolts into me. And once I've got the walls down and you can't move into my territory with random dudes, I think that shuts off a bunch of attack or damage that would have taken. So you rolled a 2.
A 2.
I can easily best this.
Yeah.
17. Okay. I'm not actually sure if this deck wants to go first. I think I want the extra card.
Do you choose on a die roll? You might choose. I assume you probably do. Let's see. Game start procedures.
I'm looking at that.
Determine first player. Players may decide who goes first. Otherwise, choose who goes first at random.
I got you.
I think you can have the choice because it's not just like.
That's fine. I'll go first.
Okay.
It's one of those where I want to go first, and you say I want to go first, and then we roll off.
Yeah.
But if you're like I want to go first, and I'm like I want to go second, then the players have decided the. Then maybe I don't know.
Toss those. I'm gonna toss one of these guys. Maybe another one of these guys? Yeah. Is this card insanely good? I think this card might be really good. We'll say I'll draw 2 and 2. Oh, I see. Oh. Okay. Oh. All right.
Okay. I am going to play the Observatory. Look at the top 3 cards, the spellbook cards, and put them back into any order. Okay,
Pretty cool
so
art.
There. Right, that's my turn.
Okay, I'll draw a spell. Okay, I'll tap to play a site. I'm going to play this Ruins. $600 card right there.
Yeah. It goes up by $150 every week.
Yeah. Foil one's $10,000.
Yeah.
Foil first edition.
Approximately.
I'm going to play Philosopher's Stone. Spells the bear cost 1 less mana and require 1 less of each elemental threshold. And then
doesn't that actually
what?
Wouldn't that actually interact negatively with the Elementalist ability?
I don't think so. It just requires 1 less. It doesn't make it not that color.
Whenever your first elemental spell, when you cast your first elemental spell each turn, your next spell of lower cost and different elements costs 0 mana. Spells of their cost 1 less mana. Okay, yeah, no, you're fine. It doesn't modify. It doesn't change the cost.
Right.
Yeah, just you pay 1 less. Okay.
And then I'm gonna play Mix Air with for 1 less because of my Philosopher's Stone. So air spells cost 1 less mana and require 1 less air threshold. So that's an interesting interaction now because it makes my costs more variable for my avatar's ability. So like my air spells right now are always going to be 1 less than my fire spells.
So
yeah. So like if say I had Firebolts and Lightning Bolt now, Firebolts would cost 0. But if I had like something that costs 2 and something that costs 2 of each different element, I could play them both for
But it doesn't modify. 1. It doesn't modify the spell's cost, right? That's what we
of lower cost.
Of lower cost.
It would be a lower cost because my air spells cost 1 less. Yeah.
Yeah, but so if you play something that costs 0, can you play something else that costs 0?
That's not lower. 0 is not lower than 0.
It's not a lower amount.
But if I played something that costs 4, if I played a fire spell that costs 4, printed cost 4,
now
okay,
costs 3.
and a printed cost 4 air spell.
So, Nineveh says cost reverse to printed cost.
Okay, so these don't matter for the elemental ability then. Okay. That's probably for the best as far as confusing interactions. Either way, we're picking those up.
All right, my turn.
They're on there. Just know that they're on there. Yeah.
All right, we're drawing a site. All right. I am going to play Autumn River. And I am going to put the top card on bottom. And I will play Evil Presence.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. And it is your turn. Now, okay, so this is an aura. It doesn't give definitions of where it goes.
I think by default would be like that. I think it's by default on the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to play Evil Presence right here then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you play a location into this.
Into the Evil Presence.
Into the Evil Presence, I could play something there. So.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw a spell. What is this? Oh, that was my mulligan.
Oh. Judge.
Draw a spell. I'm going to play a site. To there. I'll do a damage to every unit on this site.
Yep.
Which is done.
Taken.
And I'm done.
All right. Ready? I think I'm drawing a location. All right, we're gonna play Autumn River right here. And I'll leave the top card of my spell book where it is. And it is your turn.
Okay, I'll draw a
Let's get
spell.
some exciting draw go action here.
Yeah. Gonna play this Gothic Tower. So I'll go to 4 mana. And I'm gonna play these Dragonettes.
Rollicky.
Yeah, they cost me 1 less mana, and I got +1 mana this turn, so turn 3, Relicy Dragonettes. And that'll be the end of my turn. So end of the turn, they're going to fire 3 separate firebolts in a cardinal direction. They each deal 1 damage to the first unit they hit.
Okay.
That's the best card in the game. Just saying. Exceptionals, too. Ugh. All right, I'm done.
All right, untapping, drawing. We're drawing from the deck. We're playing a location. We're playing the Dark Tower. Okay, and so generate 1 mana this turn. So I've got 5 total mana. I am going to play my Wall of Ice. I'll go get my other walls. Wall of Ice. Wall of Ice. Mod check, Wall of Ice. There it is. Okay. Alright, out come the walls.
Boom there.
I guess so. I have 5 mana. I think technically I'm supposed to play this lightning bolt first to kill the Rollicky Dragonettes.
Okay.
To do 3 damage.
You
then
connect
play
the walls
Wall
perpendicular as well, so you could do like that.
And it would be like this, right?
Oh, okay.
So I could connect them like that, or I can connect them like this. I think I want them like that.
Yeah, you want to do that first, so you're not like, because you're going to animate this or something.
Yeah, and it would be on the location. So lightning bolt first. So my evil presence isn't something that could randomly be targeted. All right, and then my evil presence play the walls. They animate. Then the evil presence attacks your arid desert for 2.
Okay.
All right, and it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to draw. Spell.
So I could put my Enchantress and like completely surround it. I could set up the bunker.
Yeah.
I could have all of the walls around the Enchantress.
I'm gonna tap and draw a site. Okay. All right, I'm done.
All right. Untap, draw. We're drawing from the spell book. Okay, Enchantress is going to play the Dark Tower. That's going to send me to 6 mana for the turn. And I am going to play my Vril Revenant onto your desert. Using my Evil Presence.
Okay.
So when you do, that minion gains haste and return Evil Presence to its owner's hand. So Evil Presence jumps back to my hand. The Vril Revenant is around. I've got 5 mana left. The Vril Revenant is going to pump for 5 and attack your site for 5.
All right.
And that's my turn. Go ahead.
All right. I will draw a spell.
I think the real Revenant is very dead, but I think it was fine.
Gonna play Cloud City. Then play some Dragonets.
Okay.
This is cost -1, so that's my turn. I'll shoot. Blah blah blah.
All right. My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna untap the Enchantress. We'll draw from the spell book. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna tap the Enchantress to draw from the Atlas.
Everyone can attack to nearby, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna play Evil Presence here. And I am going to animate this Wall of Ice. So it's a 4-power creature. It's going to punch your desert for 4. I am going to blink this Wall of Ice. Guess I'm going to blink it to here. Is that the way it works?
I believe so.
Teleport allies in a site near them, so that he's teleporting to the Gothic, but he's got to be on the border of one of my sites.
I assume that it could be on any of the borders of that site.
Yeah. So it'll be bordering these two.
Okay.
Teleport to there and draw. I have 5 mana still. Okay. All right, it's your turn.
My Dragonets lift. What? I'll draw a spell. All right, Dragonets are gonna fly. Actually, we're gonna Cloud City float, and then Dragonets are gonna fly and attack here for 3. So I've got 4 mana. We're gonna move my Elementalist. We're gonna Firebolts. Firebolts.
I guess I shouldn't have moved that wall, huh?
That wall was protecting you from a lot of firebolts. So 6. And then I'll end my turn and have the Dragonets shoot you 3 times. Your turn.
All right, untap. I'm going to draw from the deck. All right, the Enchantress is going to. Yeah, exactly.
Literally
in my
most important
genius,
wall.
in my genius, I placed the wall strategically, and then in my ineptitude, I moved it. All right, so I'm gonna play the Gothic Tower here. So it's gonna move me up to 7 mana for this turn. Um, uh, I needed to move this turn. I should not have moved this wall.
You really messed up.
I should not have moved this wall. Is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to play. I think I have this game in the bag if the wall sits back here. Because I can mesmerism here and just take control of your raw lucky dragonets.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Oh, this wall is untapped, right?
Yeah.
So this wall is a creature. I can have it attack here, then, right?
Yeah.
Attack the arid desert for 4. Oh, I don't have enough threshold. I need 3 water threshold. I wonder if I should be playing the mixes in this.
The mixes do seem pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. They overperformed based on what I thought they would be.
Yeah. So I can't play this mesmerism. I'm sorry. This sits back here. Get back your 4 life. Okay. I guess I'll just play this Lord of the Skies then, right here. So the raw lucky dragonets lose airborne.
Okay.
And I could actually play it here. Get back my evil presence, and it'll have haste. And then it'll go beat up the raw lucky dragonets since they don't have airborne now. Okay. All right. There you go. Your turn.
We've done it. I'll untap. I'll draw a spell. My God, this really cost me 4. All right. I'm punching. Bang. I'm gonna play as Grandmaster Wizard for 4 because I got my Philosopher's Stone and my Mix Air. So
okay,
pretty cool. I'll draw 3 spells.
Man, so I've been toying around the idea of playing main deck Relicate. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to go back to it because I think the mixes are just too potentially powerful, right? Like I'm losing this game to the mixes because all you're doing is drawing. You just draw spell, draw spell.
For each mix you play, that's like 1 less site you have to draw into, right?
Yeah, right.
And that's like 1 less turn you have to spend drawing sites. And then I'm going to play this free immolation on you.
Yeah.
Blast you for 7.
Die to burn spells next turn. What a shame.
I'm done.
What a damn shame. I'll untap, I'll draw from the spell book.
Actually, I'm going to shift this Cloud City before the end of my turn and bring the wizard to the corner.
All right.
This dude is pretty sweet.
Okay, Lord of the Sky. He's like incredibly so much better now, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot my my relics here. Ah.
Oh, like they didn't forget you. Okay, well, I'm gonna play Evil Presence here. That's gonna let this wall attack you for 4. I'm gonna play an Evil Presence here. And then this wall's gonna attack you for 4. And then my I guess it's attacking you for 4 like this. And then, I guess my Lord of the Skies attacks you. And then I will tap to move to here, and then I'll die to a burn spell. Good.
I'll draw a spell. I'll play.
It almost doesn't matter.
My lightning bolt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, I think that one was like was that a slight misplay on my part? What did I screw up? I moved the wall. The wall. You shot me how many spells once I moved,
it was,
right?
It was all of them.
So
it was quite a lot.
Yeah. I think if I don't move the wall, I think I'm in really good shape.
One turn later, and you can death store me the turn before that, because...
how do you even move towards the walls?
I think I'm still marching the Elementalist up to you because I had Immolate in my hand, and I needed to get close to you to cast it. I had to get a spellcaster close to you to cast it, so I needed to advance on you, and I can walk the Elementalist past the walls. So I basically had to be moving that way.
Yeah, no, I guess
it was the difference between moving to here and playing the Firebolts, and then having to go to here and play the Firebolts.
Yeah, I think you lose then, right?
Yeah, because I think it's probably... I get dumped on the turn before that.
I think you still death's door me, but I think if you're walking up, then I'm punching you the whole time with stuff. I may need more spirits in this deck to bounce the evil presence. I think I could have bounced the evil presence like a turn sooner if I'd had more spirits in the deck. I don't hate what I've got here.
That's like a good concept. And I like the walls. You just have to play them right.
Yeah, I always figured it was going to be like a V1. It was you're gonna have to go back. I feel the pinch for cards in this deck.
Yeah.
Like I constantly need more cards. And the mana is just all wrong. I'm like fighting thresholds the whole game, which is why I end up drawing all these locations.
The mixes are an easy include in that case too, right? It's like that just fixes your thresholds immediately if you get one early game.
Yeah. Well, especially the Philosopher's Stone. Right?
Yeah, especially the Philosopher's Stone. $1,000 card.
It could be
$2,000.
2,000, maybe
$3,000,
possibly. Yeah.
I would like to wildly speculate on Philosopher's Stone's cost. It would look sweet for it too.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was a good session. I mean, I think Elementalist. I think that is like the burn deck. Right?
This is a very solid build. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had no doubt that this build would be solid because Zalem, I think, has been doing a lot of deck building in this game. So that's why I grabbed it. I wanted to showcase Elementalist, and burn is obviously something that you have to watch out for.
It's still good. All of those cards were better before.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I think there's probably some things that I could play to help that matchup somewhat.
I had the Death Dealer in my hand. This was just not good in this matchup, but it's still
not
really
good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I do like that Enchantress is like anti meta answers, like creature removal doesn't really matter against her. You need to have aura removal, so it's like she's got this presence on the board that you can't really deal with.
Yeah, and because I think there is a fire version. If the mixes fix the threshold cost,
play 3 color,
then you can play the Wall of Fire, and you can also play cards like Death Dealer and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's any fire spirits. I'd have to go look. I only looked specifically for water and wind spirits. One of the spirits that is water, which is interesting, which was like I think a slightly different version of the build. There's a version where you just flood all of the lands, I think.
Okay.
And so that
would have been tough for me because does it remove water like other thresholds?
The only card that removes the thresholds is Atlantean Fate.
Okay.
It turns everything to water. Now it's on non-ordinary lands, so it does not get like deserts or the stuff that's ordinary. So basic lands it doesn't touch, but exceptional, elite, and unique all turn into water. So one of the ideas was that you use the enchantment Flood and you use Atlantean Fate and you can animate those into creatures, and you're basically moving the water into the opponent's territory. And the spirit, the Undine is a spirit.
Oh, so you just smash for a million?
Yeah,
the giant
plus
body
1
of
power
water.
for every. Exactly.
I like
so
that.
You're like, evil presence. This comes in haste. Tax for like 10 or something, because everything on the board is now water.
The more I see like deck builds, like the last couple weeks of decks that we've had on stream, the more excited I am for just like the different strategies you can employ.
I think we're like scratching the surface, right? I think the average playability of cards is higher than it may initially appear.
Yeah.
Another deck that I've got like spin around in my head, I got to figure it out, is the Menagerie, because of the card or additional animals or exceptional animals or whatever.
For X beasts.
Yeah, it costs.
That seems really
X,
good.
It goes against X beasts.
Yeah, it seems really good.
And it gets X cost worth of beasts.
Oh, okay.
So you can. That's why all of those 1 cost 2 power beasts, I think, suddenly get interesting, because you spend 4 mana, you can get 4 of those, right?
Yeah, that's like a pile of power, and you could kind of spread them out on your board, and all of a sudden it's a bunch of little threats, and that adds up probably very fast.
Yeah.
And you filter your deck out of bad draws of them.
Right.
Is that part elite, the search?
It is. So maybe you play the Sage, maybe you play something else to filter.
Yeah.
I wanted to experiment, so I wanted to play like another one I was messing around with on Curioso was a Sage, where you experiment with or you just play the best cards. Sage is the one that puts the card underneath, right? You look at the top card, and if you like it, you put it under, or you keep it or put it under your deck.
Right.
So I think you could maybe use the Sage to do some interesting things with just the good cards. You're just playing the best cards. You've got answers for everything. Within a couple of turns, you could probably guess what's in your opponent's deck, right? Their game plan is going to be more obvious, and then you're just filtering the stuff you need. You're going and getting your wizards to draw 3. You're getting your incinerates, like, because you could play all the unique stuff and just dig for them as you go.
All right, well, that's that.
Yeah.
Good Sorcery stream. We'll probably be taking a few weeks off Sorcery. We have a few other games that we want to play, like Flesh and Blood's next expansion came out. So we'll probably dig into that next week.
Yeah.
And some other things. So, but there will be more Sorcery in our future, of course, because it's very fun. I'm looking forward to more.
It's great. And like, I was like slightly discouraged by these games, but a lot of that was just me misplaying.
And like slight deck building tweaks.
Slight deck building tweaks.
So it's like,
and that's like the point of playtesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? If you're like, oh, I could be winning this if I just change a couple of things, or if I make this other decision, that's a good place to be, other than what am I supposed to do here to win the game?
Exactly. Because I think you had avenues to win, I think, both of those games. Even though I was popping off in the first game, and I was sort of slow to build in the second game. I think you could have.
I was behind a turn, but I think I would have been fine.
Yeah.
If I played correctly. So.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Sunday with Keyforge, of course. Till then, everyone have a great week and weekend. Good night.